Frozies! McFrozen Nuggets here, and I am actually back doing a figure review. Long time since I've actually done a review of a figure. And this time it is not Frozen related, it is Elastigirl from The Incredibles 2. Yes, The Incredibles 2! And by the way, before I start, I just want to let you know where's the box if you usually show the packaging. Well, unfortunately, I actually recycled it a little too early. I threw it away when I shouldn't have. But I do still have some pictures of the back, which I'll show you right there. So, yeah. That is basically the box. And I just wanted to tell you, hey, where did I get her? Well, I actually won her in a contest from Tubey Toys, which I will give them a big shout out for. And I will link to their channel in the description of this video. I actually won her as part of their back to school giveaway. And one of their prizes was this Elastigirl. She said that she would get one for each of us. And I asked her if and I even said that that the only thing I would want to have would be an Elastigirl figure. And yeah, that's pretty much how I got her. Took a couple days, and I now have her in my possession. So yeah, this is from Jakks Pacific, which, by the way, ever since I first found out about the Incredibles 2 merchandise, and I found that a lot of it was from Jakks Pacific, and I was like, huh, I actually remember hearing about that from my childhood. I remember hearing about Jakks Pacific when I was young. So yeah, Jakks Pacific has a little bit of sentimental value. Not too much, I just know of it. But anyway, this is a 12-inch figure, which is slightly taller than the Disney Store Anna and Elsa figures, which I do have. Actually, I have Elsa right next to me, and I'll show Anna. And fair warning, in case you haven't followed me on other social media links, you wouldn't have known about what happened with my Anna. I'll actually say real quick. My dog Daisy, she's a Welsh Corgi and she loves people. She basically chewed on my Anna's hair. And this isn't the first time she's done it. She's done it once before. Or yeah, she's only done it one other time. And my mother was able to fix it, but this time around, I've just about had enough. And I've asked my father if he could get me replacements, and he said yes, but it would take a little while. Because he needs to get his usual stuff out of the way for finances and such. But however, my Elsa is still intact, but I have to get a replacement of her because obviously, as you may know, she's only got one shoe ever since seeing The Last Jedi in the theater. And by the way, I'll only compare Elastigirl's height to Elsa's height, since Anna and Elsa are based practically from the same store. But yeah, let's get into the review. Oh, actually, first, before I forget, her appearance. I'll do this in a similar format to Arts Cars 5 or now Disney Docket. You know what the heck, I'll link to his channel in the description as well. So anyway, so of course, if you've seen The Incredibles 2, I won't say any spoilers. This is going to be a spoiler-free review. I have respect for those who haven't seen it yet. Of course, we know that Elastigirl has this suit throughout a good portion of The Incredibles 2, but she has a couple other suits as well. And no, this is not one of them. This is just a promotional picture. She does have a couple other suits as well. One of them being her Glory Day suit, which we saw that in the second trailer when she, Mr. Incredible, and Frozone went to see Winston and Evelyn Dever towards the beginning of the movie. And then the other one being her DevTech suit, which is a darker version of her Glory Day suit, or classic suit, which has her Elastigirl symbol, which, by the way, that's what it looks like on her DevTech suit. And by the way, yes, I made this in wood shop, or woodworking, like that custom cars track I made. And if you've seen my channel, you'll know that I made that. Anyway, I'm just really happy to finally be doing this because things just kept getting in the way. I was procrastinating, and all that sort of BS that I've been having to deal with. So yeah, let's get on now with the review. So first, her face. Oh man, this face. I absolutely adore her face here. It's just beautiful. I mean, she looks exactly like the movie. I mean, granted, her hair styling isn't necessarily spot on compared to the way it actually looks, but given what Jakks Pacific had to do, the way Jakks Pacific had to do it, I think this was definitely the way to go. And she actually does have like little highlights in her hair, you can see, which I think is just to represent parts of her hair where the light hits it. But I still really think that's a nice little detail. And her eyelids, or eyelashes, whatever, they're actually a little bit more 3D. They actually come out a little more. Whereas in comparison to the Disney Store ones, they don't really do that. But I absolutely love the eyes. Maybe a little hard to see here, but it's got a clear lens on the outside, and then on the inside is the actual eyepiece, and it still has like a 3D effect. Like you can actually look into her eyes, which I really like. Smile, obviously kind of standard, but obviously still love it. And then her suit. Now a lot of people may dislike the color of her suit being metallic, but I'm actually pretty fine with it. Granted, it's not accurate to the movie, like here, but it still has a really nice effect. And excuse me if I get further away. I actually just want to do a couple comparisons with some metallic cars diecast that I have. All of them being Lightning McQueen, by the way. So real quick, here's the and this just fell. I may cut it here. So yeah, here's the Cruisin' Lightning McQueen. You can see they're a little bit different. It's a little hard to see on the camera. This one actually seems to be more a slightly more orangish color. And here's the Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen. And by the way, both this and Cruisin' McQueen are from Cars 1. And then the more recent one being the Rusty's Racing Center McQueen from Cars 3. This one actually seems to be a little bit closer to the color of Elastigirl's suit. Now granted, these are both completely different companies, Jakks Pacific and Mattel, but I still wanted to compare them. And then her incredible symbol is screen printed right on, which is very accurate to the movie. And real quick, just get this out of the way. The back, she has this Velcro in the back so you can take her suit off. But I wouldn't really recommend it since it may be a little tricky to get back on. Back, nothing too much. Oh, almost dropped her. And her hands, she has full articulation. They can go full 360 and go up and down. She has elbow joints, which they're not really that good per se, but they are noticeable. And then she has a shoulder pivot, and then they can go back and forth, but you have to be careful because of the costume. And then her head can spin a full 360. And then her legs, they can go up and down and back. And then her knees also have a little pivot here. And there is no articulation in the feet, but her legs can rotate slightly. And then obviously, you might notice that she's missing something, and that is her mask. Now, when I first found out, or when I first got this out of the package, I was actually surprised that it was a hard plastic. I was expected to be sort of a softer sort of plastic. And on the back, it's got this little silicone texture, which actually helps it to stay on her face by friction, which I actually really like. And you can just put her mask on, like so. Actually, I'll bring her closer. And there. Now she's ready for action. And then I'll see... sorry. And also, for comparison, here is Elsa. And something that actually surprised me is that Elastigirl is actually slightly taller than even Elsa. Now, these two are 11.5 inches tall, whereas Elastigirl is 12 inches tall. And just for proof, here it is. Yes, I also made that in woodworking. That's the Incredibles 2 symbol. So, yeah. And I also just found from Tubey Toys that Wave 2 of these figures is already starting to show up in stores. She's already done a review of Edna, her outfit from the second film. And I've heard that there's going to be another Elastigirl figure. There was already one that was released earlier this year. That was a Toys R Us exclusive with Mr. I, which were their original suits before they got these. And I think the new Elastigirl that's going to be coming out soon is going to be her Death Tech suit. I mean, actually, yeah. I can tell already. It's going to be her Death Tech suit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Subscribe for more content. Social media links are in the description as well, as always. And subscribe to both Tubey Toys and RC Cars 5, or now Disney Tucket. He's always RC Cars 5. He'll always be RC Cars 5 in my opinion. Or in my mind. But yeah, as usual, love all these roses to death. And of course, don't forget to keep it rigid. Showtime.